This is Black Star and it is number 36. It is a lead-in to the big Thanos crossover called the Thanos Initiative. We have a pretty bland cover by Mike DiVito Jerk. This is written by Dan Andy, who has written all of this series, and it has got art by Andrew DiVito. That is Stanley Lee's little brother. We open at Cadmus, the secret government science lab. It has been home to Black Star for the latter half of this series. Him and Dartboard and Kazar and a sexy secret government scientist lady, they all hang around there. So here we have Black Star and Kazar. They help and set up some secret government science project. And Black Star and Kazar have a chat. And Black Star, he starts quizzing Kazar. And then he goes, funny, that is exactly what Kazar said when he called me from the shite arse homeworld last night. Because you see, it's not the real Kazar. It is an evil Kazar from an evil world called the Cancelverse. The Cancelverse is where all the people who have been cancelled gone. So our in the Cancelverse, there's like Roseanne is there, so is Louis C.K., the Harry Potter one, Kramer from Seinfeld. I would argue he was like the first person to ever be #cancelled. Weinstein, he's in there. The lass from Grease the Musical Live who blacked up for Halloween. You know, all of them people who have been cancelled. But also in the Cancelverse are these evil versions of normal people. These evil versions, they are like the versions that would be cancelled. So we have an evil Kazar who he like hates the Jews and he is a hardcore TERF on Twitter. So the two start fighting with cosmic energy and space sparkles. Evil Kazar is trying to bring about a Cancelverse invasion. This will be a plotline in that big crossover. It has been slowly stewing in the background of this book and the background of Galactical Guardians ever since Blue Balls and Spock. They did a big space explosion and they toured all in the fabric of space and time. Here is Dartboard. He has been sent to investigate what evil Kazar is up to at Cadmus while Black Star fights him. And here we go. There is a porthole to the Cancelverse. And as you can see, Jim Davidson is trying to crawl out from it. And this is insulting as fuck. My favourite dead writer is working at Cadmus, and he has been mind controlled by the evil cancel hashtags. And also, the sexy secret government scientist lady is under their control too. There's like evil cancel hashtags that are on their necks and it controls them and makes them be evil. This is a very relevant comic. The entire lab, except for Black Star and Dartboard, they are under the sway of evil Kazar and they are using all the equipment to try and forge a bridge between this universe and the Cancelverse. Flashback time. This is just before Black Star went to investigate the secret government science lab. He was in space with Dartboard and his girlfriend Seagirl, who was only just brought back to life a few issues before this. The whole Thanos Initiative crossover, I recommend that heavily. It is fantastic. If you can get all these little bits of setup in earlier issues of Black Star and Galactical Guardians, and that Unhumans series, that was very loosely setting it up. Just not so much the 2 issues that I looked at, which are the only 2 I have. But Thanos Initiative, it is a really enjoyable and satisfying read. Here is the real Kazar. This is him saying that thing that Black Star said he said earlier. I recommend this comic as well. Really good comic, fun issue. And I just miss comics like this. This was only 10 years ago, and we didn't have proper comics like this anymore. Inventive, good, hard-fashioned superhero books, doing exciting stories that you can invest in. So back in the present here, with some more with the evil Kazar and Black Star fighting. And Black Star, he captures the sexy secret government scientist lady in an anti-gravity bubble, and he uses it to suffocate the hashtag that was controlling her. So she is free from its pull, and she's back to being her usual sexy secret government scientist self. They're going to do a sexy secret government science kiss, and that'll be nice, but a lot of this issue is set up. I cannot deny that. This is all set up for that crossover. But it is well done set up. It's not like Death Metal, where it's just been exposition and set up against a modestly exciting backdrop. Here they have framed this setup around an actual story and an actual comic. They have gone to join up with Dartboard, and there is my favourite Marvel writer who has been dead since 1996, again being depicted as a mind-controlled drooling stooge. And now that the plot requires all of Cadmus to be enslaved like this, but maybe just didn't bother showing the one based on a real person who is dead. Maybe just have him call in sick that day. Maybe he had a congenital heart defect, so he couldn't come in. So now it is up to Black Star and Dartboard. They are fighting back Jim Davidson and stopping him from crossing over. The evil Kazar, he shows up again. And Dartboard, he is critically wounded. And Black Star, he is forced to choose between chasing Kazar or saving Earth from Jim Davidson, and he rightfully agrees that nowadays Jim Davidson doing his chalky voice just isn't on. Jim Davidson, he is a racist club comedian out here. He was big in the 70s. He does a character called Chalky White, which is just him doing an Indian voice and a bunch of racist stereotype jokes about being from India. He's like a 60-year-old gruff white bloke who looks like he loves the snooker. Having repelled the advance of the working class right-wing comedian who doesn't speak for all the working class or even all the right wing, Black Star then quickly departs into space to pursue the evil Kazar, and that is the end of the issue, which leads us into, I think, an issue of Galactical Guardians, where we get to see Black Star and the real Kazar fight the evil Kazar. That is the cover there, Thanos. Very good stuff. Does anyone want us to review more of it? Because I really am not against reading more of it. This is a good issue of Black Star, setting up a lot of important stuff for that big story, and also providing an exciting plot to keep you hooked for the whole issue. Even though it did have both Jim Davidson and then Marky Mark as an evil Zumba thing, I am obviously still gonna rate this as 7 thumbs up. On another note, I Divin recommends you look up Jim Davidson. It's not just that he's joking about taboo things, it's that he is a vile person who uses comedy as an excuse to justify his sincere hatred and bigotry. He's had like 6 wives as well, and I am willing to say that anyone who has ever had 6 wives probably is an insufferable twat.